Chris Combs should take center stage during 1000 Pound Sisters Season 7, will Amy Tammy Slaton resent sharing the spotlight? If 1000 Pound Sisters returns for Season 7, fan favorite Chris Combs should get more screen time. Though the show is technically about 37-year-old Amy Slaton and 38-year-old Tammy Slaton, 44-year-old Chris is a big part of the show's overall story. Over the years, Chris has gone from appearing on the show occasionally to being a more central focus. With his positive attitude, humor, and love for his family, he quickly became a fan favorite. He's so entertaining and inspiring that he should share center stage with his more famous sisters moving forward. When he made his television debut, Chris weighed over 450 pounds. Watching his famous sisters pursue their health and fitness goals inspired him to do the same. After having bariatric surgery in 2022, Chris lost 150 pounds and weighed 300 pounds at his last weigh-in. Chris lost an incredible 150 pounds since embarking on his weight loss journey, and he did it all with a smile. If 1000 Pound Sisters returns for Season 7, Chris should be one of the unscripted series' main stars instead of just a co-star. Chris is entertaining. Amy Tammy have had their moment to shine. One of the reasons Chris is so beloved by fans is his great attitude. Losing weight isn't easy for anyone, but Chris always tries to make the best of things. He also encourages the rest of the family. During 1000 Pound Sisters Season 6, Chris purchased everyone a gym membership so they could pursue their weight loss goals together. He is always there for his family, which makes him easy to love. Tammy and Amy's personal lives have been of interest to fans. Tammy had multiple terrible boyfriends and finally married a nice guy, Caleb Willingham. Sadly, he passed away during 1000 Pound Sisters Season 5 shortly after they married. Amy had 2 children, divorced her husband, and has embarked on multiple ill-advised relationships. Though Amy and Tammy's lives are still interesting, fans may enjoy getting to know Chris more. Chris is happily married to Brittany, lucky in love managers, and have been together ever since. He was married once before, and he and his ex-wife had 2 children. Brittany is Chris's second wife. Chris also has 3 grandchildren, who Brittany treats like her own. Fans would likely love to know more about their family and their relationship dynamic, so it would be great if they had more screen time. Chris just had more surgery, a major cosmetic procedure. All the Slaton siblings have had bariatric surgery since the show premiered in 2020. And Chris has come even further than some of his siblings. Losing so much weight so quickly left the Slatons with loose excess skin. While many of the Slatons want skin removal surgery, Chris is the only one who got approved for the procedure. He had to lose a lot of weight and sustain it to convince doctors he was ready. Getting approval wasn't easy. Chris has come so far since making his 1000 Pound Sisters debut in 2020. Not only has Chris lost an incredible amount of weight, but he loves his wife while being there for the rest of his family. While Tammy and Amy are always entertaining, fans could decide they're more interested in Chris's story. 1000 Pound Sisters Season 6 ended with Chris going in for his first skin removal surgery, and his results will be a highly anticipated topic for Season 7. 1000 Pound Sisters. I think Chris Combs and Brittany Combs should have their own spin-off show. They're fan favorites and deserve more screen time, though I love them as co-stars on 1000 Pound Sisters. I think Chris Combs and Brittany Combs deserve more screen time, and should have their own spin-off show. While 44-year-old Chris and his 36-year-old wife, Brittany, often appear on the show, the series is really more focused on the weight loss journeys of 38-year-old Tammy Slaton and her 37-year-old sister, Amy Slaton. Chris and Brittany are fan favorites, and I often find myself wishing I could see more of them, and learn more about their stories. One of the reasons Chris and Brittany are so popular with fans is that they both have amazing attitudes. By making jokes and telling stories, Chris made losing weight look like fun. The 1,000-Pound Sisters Season 6 star is always there for his other siblings, and so's Brittany, who the family has embraced as one of their own. Chris and Brittany are both so interesting, but little is known about their lives outside their dynamic with the rest of the family. I just wish would either give them more screen time, or create an unscripted show for the duo. Brittany met cute. They started as co-workers. Chris and Brittany met at McDonald's, where they were both managers. The fact that their love story started at a fast food restaurant is ironic, since Chris would later star in a show about losing weight. There's been some controversy about the age gap in the relationship. While Chris is 44 years old, Brittany is only 36. Despite the age gap, their compatibility is undeniable, and they seem happy together. Unlike the often bombastic Slaytons, Brittany is quiet and soft-spoken, which probably soothes Chris as he has 4 extremely opinionated sisters. He was married once before, and he and his ex-wife had 2 children together. Brittany is actually Chris's second wife. Chris also has 3 grandchildren, whom Brittany treats like they're her own. I'd love to know more about their family and their relationship dynamic, so it would be great if they had their own series. A show that chronicles their weight loss journeys would introduce an entirely new crop of Slaytons to the television audience. Chris's incredible weight loss milestones. Though he suffered a recent setback when he made his 1,000-Pound Sisters debut in 2020. Inspired by watching his famous sisters pursue their own health and fitness goals, Chris decided to go on his own journey. Chris weighed over 450 pounds. After losing enough weight to qualify for bariatric surgery, Chris went in for gastric bypass in 2022, and the pounds melted away. Chris quickly lost 150 pounds, so he went from weighing 450 pounds to weighing 300 pounds. Eric Smith posted an amazing before and after of Chris on Instagram in March. His doctor, Drive. Chris was so proud of his journey, but that all came crashing down during 1,000-Pound Sisters Season 6. At a doctor's weigh-in, Chris stepped on a scale, and it read 299 pounds. Since he weighed 300 at his last visit, he had only lost 1 pound. Chris was devastated by the setback, but was determined to get back on track. Chris is desperate to remove all the excess skin left behind by his rapid weight loss, but his doctor tells him to lose another 60 pounds first. I think watching him pursue that goal would make for an interesting show. Brittany wants to lose weight too. Her journey should be highlighted. Brittany has been by Chris's side during his entire weight loss journey. During 1,000-Pound Sisters Season 5, she admitted she was interested in having weight loss surgery too, and has even been there for his siblings. Though she doesn't talk about her own journey, she may have been quietly pursuing her health goals. Comparing her recent photos to earlier ones, Brittany appears to have lost weight. I'd love to learn more about Brittany's journey, and I can't be the only one. The show's producers should consider a spin-off starring Chris and Brittany.